your job. Who you are, why are you here, and so on. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
As you can see, my name is Henry Wen on the screen. I'm a correspondent for countries in America that includes USA, Canada, or Latin American countries. And I'm from a Rotarian from District 3480. However, I'm a volunteer working for the multi-district that serves 3460, 3470, 3490, and 3510. Actually, this presentation is to be made by my friend, Joe Zhang over there, but he left the country earlier, and we have some communication problem with the organizing committee of EEMA, so I left behind to work it out in the last couple of days. And who offers the system? This system is developed by one person, and it's offered to be used free of cost. By who? By all the certified Rotary districts worldwide, no cost. And this person is called Jimmy Lee. He is a past district governor, 2002-2003, from Taiwan District 3480. And some of the veterans here may know this person. He actually provides a map, Rotary district map, free of cost, worldwide, so that people could use that for many, many years. Who will use this system? First is the student. The student go up to the system, fill out the application, almost similar as the German system, which is very easy. And for those which you can type, you type. For those you cannot type, you upload the scanned copy. And so the total application form could be done once or separately. And after the application form is uploaded to the system, the sponsor club processes it, and then the sponsor district processes it. And then after that is sent to the hosting district, which processes it, and finally to the hosting club. So these people are using this system. For multi-district, the most difficult for a multi-district such as Essex, or Central State, or Scribe. Scribe is not related because Scribe goes individually. It is a metric, the distribution of the students, different clubs and different districts. But this system has a metric which eliminates the complicated process of multi-district processing work. The metrics is a system works automatically without any bothering for the manual work. The system brings some benefits to the users. First is a reduction of cost. We need, in Taiwan, we have permanent paid employees. After this system is used, probably it could be eliminated. And there will be no customary, there will be no waiting time. For those countries that requires the original copy, maybe you just send the only copy with a signature. That's all what you need. And then you can download the whole application anytime, anywhere, according to your wishes or need. Is a reducing or completely eliminating the use of hard copy on paper. Immediate accessible to the data by authorized persons simultaneously, regardless of location. In other words, in a hosting district, you can access the students' data either on club basis or in district basis by whatever the YE also authorized by the district chair. And also, the student data is at the same time across the ocean can be accessed by the sponsoring district, sponsoring club, etc. So you don't really need to send the application form physically anywhere. It's in the cloud. And it's easy to make a final report for different purposes, such as report to the RI at the end of the year, and also it is easy to keep historical data. You can keep for 10, for years, decades, and it's there. How to use the system is very easy. We have tested the 3 browsers. We have tested Chrome, we have tested Safari, and we have tested, of course, IE, because this is based on Internet Explorer. And when you go to Internet Explorer, you type in the URL, it's www.rot-yep.org. And then the welcome screen comes up. Here, I will draw it up so that you can see a little bit better in the center. It's very easy to use. It is a screen driven. If you are a student, you click the student, and then another window comes out, and you just follow the window and key in everything, and it is so simple. It's just a piece of cake. If you are multi-district, you click the multi-district, otherwise you just follow that, and then you do the job yourself. And it's guided. And all the districts, all the clubs, all the districts in the whole world, the multi-district, approved by Rotary International as listed in the official directive. Their names are all inside here. So you can easily find your district and you do the job by yourself. How you can learn and use this? We used to write manuals once and again, but now no more. We still have manuals, but we have made tutorial movie clips and upload it to the cloud. So what you do is that you click if you are a district chair, you click that, and then it downloads to your computer. And each movie clip is about 5 to 10 minutes. And you can watch and repeat and watch, and anytime you can follow your computer and just do the job. And if there is any more problem, you can always contact the system provider. These people, applicant, it looks like, yes, the tutorial movie clips are prepared for different people, prepared for applicant, student, and it is prepared for multi-district officers. And also it is prepared for single district officers, the chair and coordinators, and also different level, and also the club officers. As long as those clubs are authorized by this chair to set their authorization, then they can get access and use the system. Here is a movie clip.
The online processing system. We will show you a sample from District 3460 in Taiwan. The URL is www.rotary-yep.org. As a district officer of 3460, I choose district officer under identify yourself. Here, I type in my district number and then my ID and password. And then log in. After logging in with the correct user ID and password, the district chair will see the outbound status. This page will show you at a glance a summary of all the outbound students for the year of exchange. The current details are for the exchange year 2012 to 2013. Details include full name, nickname, sponsor district, sponsor club, host district, host club, and in this area, the stage of completion of the application along the processing system. This area is processing by sponsor district, and this is processing by host district. A bold X means procedure done. A triangle means multi-district. A blue X means data modifiable, and the blinking X means procedure still to be done. Under processing by sponsor district includes applications approval, assignment of the host country, assignment of the host district or multi-district, and sending out application to the host district, after which applicant is called a candidate. After receiving application from a sponsor district, processing by host district includes assignment of host district if the district is a multi-district, assignment of the host club, filling up of guarantee form, and sending back guarantee form to the sponsor district, after which applicant is now called an approved candidate. When the flight details, which include arrival date, flight number, and arrival airport are keyed in, applicant is now called a current exchangee. So at a glance, the district chair will know up to what stage of processing an application is and what are still needed to be done to complete the processing, not only by the sponsor district, but also by the host district. All inputs by the host district will simultaneously show up on the website of the sponsor district too. To see details of each applicant, click on the nickname. This page will show you a summary of the student, including sponsor district, sponsor club, sponsor school. It shows you also host district, host club, and host school. To see application form, click here. You can scroll down to choose individual pages or click all list to see all pages of the application form. There is a section for guarantee form, host information, copy of passport, as well as flight information. Same thing, a summary of the inbound students can be seen under inbound status. Click while you're inbound and then inbound status. This shows you a summary of the inbound students for the year of exchange. Same as in outbound status, this page will show you to what extent of completion along the processing system an application is. Once an application has been sent out by the sponsor district to you, details will be shown here. There is no need to send printed application forms by courier or by other means. As long as this system is in use, details are up in the cloud and is available for all concerned persons at the click of his fingers. We hope this system will help you a lot in the management of your YEP programs. Thank you for staying with me.
PDG Jimmy, who developed this system, spent years of his money, his time, and his resources of his company, and he asked nothing for return. It's totally free. And if you are interested, you could write to his assistant, who is also his daughter-in-law, who is very proficient in English, and the email address is here. And PDG Jimmy likes to bow. As you see one of the screen, he bows the head. So thank you very much for your interest and listening. And if anything that this system can help your processing of the use exchange program, it will be our pleasure.
Okay. We've seen two very important and interesting,
let's go over there.
Interesting processes of the
questions.
Documental electronic handling. I think if the Rotary International should be decided to clear the papers from the youth exchange, we should be work quickly then in this time. Question, remarks, we have about 10 minutes.
Q&A.
So, it's a microphone.
It's a microphone. I got a big mouth. I don't need it.
Hi there, Bob White, South Florida. Frieder, I noticed on your first slide that the student makes an application to the club.
Are you talking to Jonas?
To Frieder. The guy to your left. To my left. Your right. Yeah, on your first slide, the student made an contacted the club. That then generated some things. That went to, before that happened, it said accepted. Then you went over to the right. Then the arrow went back and the student made an application. So the way I was understanding, they didn't make the application, they didn't submit an application to the club. That didn't happen until later in the process. Did I misunderstand that?
The final application comes back to the club, but what the club simultaneously gets are the inputs the student makes. So the club accepts the student, and then the student gets the data to access his or her account, and then fills in the data.
And then a full application.
Then the full application comes out.
Okay.
And this is in the system. Can be seen by club and by the district. However, with the miss so far, we're missing information from outside.
Okay, thank you.
So, the next. If you have. May I say something? Yes. One thing which came up when Henry gave his presentation is it will help. We have the different databases in the different countries. So the next step which we should do is like to correspond among each other, so that we have the common table where we exchange the data. It's for us. It will be much easier if we already get the inbound data from at that time, at that stage, the outbound from the other side, who will be our inbound, when he or she fills out the application. So that will help, and that we will work on that.
I have one question. Good morning. I am the Secretary for District 2014 Italy. I think that one of the main points for us to clear is that we have to understand how we can handle the problem of signatures in original on the documents we have to send it to consulates in foreign countries. I would like to know, first of all, how you handle it with the electronic system, and if there is any possibility to have maybe a form which is one form for the whole world, because some countries are now using their own. So I would like to know if it is possible to try and work on this subject.
Thank you.
Question is
the forms. It has been arranged that the NIAN conference produces a worldwide long-term application form, and EEMA produces the short-term application form. And this form should be recognized by all participating districts. However, I understand it is not so, which makes it difficult sometimes, because thinking about date of birth, in some applications it's here, and on other applications it's there. So I just talked to Bob about this because there's the team which Alan, which Al Carter is participating, which is his multi-district, so that they again send out the correct long-term application form. The other point is what I understand. We speak about rotary forms with our applications, not with official forms which are used by the governments. And within Rotary, we can come up with mutual agreements between the two participating districts, which I did. I'm the multi-district correspondent for North America, and I arranged with my partner districts that they accept my PDF and I accept theirs.
I would then have to send just the original and hard copy to the government, because that's the only sign.
The government is a different question.
Our system, the form, is the form that we are using by our multi-district to make exchange with 24 other countries. And also, it is a form same as the other students, the inbound students send to us. So the form has no problem. You talk about the first page, which has a signature.
I'm talking about all the pages.
No, we need only the first page with the signature. All the others you can download, so you don't need the whole package like DHL. You just email the first page. That's all what you need. And you make nothing to lose. If you start this year, go manually and parallelize with computer, and it's so easy.
Matthias from Finland. There's two things I want to ask you. You got the surface now, so there's always going to be more than one system. So the different system programs talks with each other, because that would help in the future when we are working around the world anyway. My second question, how do you make sure that when people change quite rapidly, that they are not have the access there from 1 year to another year, and you have stopped doing this business for 5 years ago, but you still have access to the system? So that was my questions. Thank you.
Okay. I can just answer for us. We change the access codes for the Rotarians when they give up or whatever, leave their office. And I think this is the only way you can do it. It's easy. It's not easy so far, because I know sometimes it's forgotten, and you find somebody in the system who has access, who has left his office a year ago. That happens.
Yeah, I wasn't really going to ask a question particularly, but I was going to address the issue of the original signatures. And it depends on which countries the students are going to as to whether or not you need original documents or not. For instance, students coming to the United States will need an original of the DS 2019, and since you have to mail that, you may as well mail the original guarantee form as well, because it's 2 pieces of paper versus 1. So I think as we go forward, you don't necessarily need to have originals on maybe one side of the exchange, but you may need originals on the other side of the exchange, and you're going to have to determine that country by country.
If possible, you are the last.
Hello, Marcio Leno from Brazil, from 520. I just want that you make clear for me, if I will send an application form, can I send it for everybody in PDF? That's one question. Everybody, all districts of the world of Rotary Club, accept my application form in PDF? That's one question. And the other one, the guarantee form. What I understand is that I have to send the guarantee form original, because certain countries, they require original signatures like Mark told. So I just want to be clear like this. Everyone except PDF application. That's all.
Okay.
Yes, in our system, it will be your inbound student data. You just click it, you download it, and then you print it out. And if you need the first page, you notify us, we will send you the original hard copy of first page.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea to arrange with your
Take the mic.
It's a good idea to arrange with your counterpart if they accept a PDF or an original. Some districts, not countries, some districts don't accept printed copies or PDFs. They want to have originals want to see original count. But this has nothing to do with database. It's more than means how districts are used to have it. So most districts will accept a PDF. So okay, thank you. We have to finish. Yes, you, if you want, you should be the last. There's a microphone moment, please.
I think more than the district accepting the PDF, it's the government, because we have the students have to apply for the visa. And for example, this year I have a lot of problems with the Brazilian embassy in Mexico. They didn't accept PDF copies, they wanted original. So it depends on the country and the visa process, if they want a PDF or they want original.
Okay. We have to finish this section. Thank you for your job, and one homemade palinka from my garden. You too. And we have to stay here for 15 minutes because the other people go back, summarize the workshop's results in the other works. Thank you.